Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Becky, and today we are doing project number 3. Here are our previous projects. That's project 2, I think. That's project 1. Today we're going to be doing project number 3 from the Beach Day card making workshop. You can see here I already pulled out all of my pieces. That right there is what we're going to be making. Here I'm showing you that zip strip. See how it's half an inch long? It called for like half an inch by 1 1/4 or something like that. But no, it really didn't. The whole time I've been going on about how there's not enough zip strips. That's because you're supposed to trim the zip strips in half. And I even went back and looked at the directions again and said, nope, there's not a mistake. Well, there wasn't a mistake. Becky was making a mistake. So yes, there's nothing wrong with the zip strips. You have plenty if you follow the directions, unlike me. So the very first thing we're going to do is outline around this white piece with our lightest of our green. What is our green marker called? I don't even remember. It's called light green blend. Well, we're using the lightest part of the light green blend to go ahead and outline. And then it says, this is what it says. It says, draw a border with the lightest light green blend marker and a ruler. I did not use the ruler. And it says, draw a second border with a journaling pen. So I am going to go ahead and use my Muji journaling pen to draw the border around this one. Now, I know I don't draw the best borders. I've read different things and seen different things on many different classes because, you know, I like to take crafty classes because you never stop learning, guys. Anyway, I know there's other ways to do the outlining without breaking your stroke. I just have not been able to find a way that is comfortable for me because there's like this one class, the lady was talking about pulling with your shoulder, you know, not resting your hand on the table, just a lot of different ways. But I have still yet to find a way that that I can do it that is comfortable for me, that I don't break my line. But so far I haven't found that. We'll go ahead and move on to the next step. Here we have the red pieces. This is called the light candy apple. It's a candy apple cardstock. We're using the light side. And we're going to go ahead and cut this into tags. See, I just took the corner off, flipped it over, put it on the other side. That is a wonky looking tag. So we're going to try it again. I tried again and tried not to make the corners quite as long. Well, still not perfect. Still not the way I like it. I would not buy a tag die that is shaped like that. So no, we are going to use it though. Here, this one comes out a little bit better, and the last one comes out just a little bit better still. Now, this last one I don't know what I did to cut this, but I sure did make this a little bit shorter than the other side. But this one, I'm going to just go ahead and use that third tag as a guide because I liked it. I liked that tag well enough. So there we go. We got our tags cut. Now we're going to go ahead and draw a border with our journaling pen. Just a nice little black border going around it. The same as we did on that white piece. We will do this on all 4 pieces, but you know, we're not going to do all 4 on camera. So tell me, have you been following along with this card kit? Have you picked up this card kit? This is the last day of July. Now this will continue to be available throughout August and September. So it's not a last chance to purchase it, but I will say that it is July 30th, right? Or is it the 31st? What is today? I don't even know what the date is. July 31st. So tomorrow is August 1st. This is the last day that our core catalog is live. We have a brand new core catalog that starts tomorrow. There's a lot of amazing new fun things in there. But if there's something in that old core catalog that's on the retiring list, you might want to hop over there and pick it up. I will have a little challenge coming up later, or a little incentive coming up later, the last day of the month, For an order over $25, I'm going to offer a free gift out of the core catalog. Just a spoiler alert, but if you want to go over there and pick yourself something up. So we put the yellow down on here as well. Now we're just going to go ahead and make the base of the, well, not the base of the card, the majority of the background of the card. And you can see right here, I am using the liquid art glitter glue to put this down. We're going to put that down right there. Now we are going to be using the strip of the Capri cardstock, and we're also going to be using a strip of the Sundance cardstock as well. We'll go ahead and put this down right here. I am using the lines on my VersaMat to line this up. I think it still might come out a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I could have used my T-square ruler. Spoiler alert, in the new core catalog, there is a T-square ruler. It is amazing. It is magnetic. It is so cool. I have not been able to get my hands on it yet. The other makers, they keep being sold out before I even get my order in for it. So after I get off here, I am going to pop back over there and see if that's restocked yet, because I did see I got an email in about some items being available, and hopefully that's on that list. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to this one right here. The next one, put down the Capri, and then of course we're going to put down the Sundance as well. I'm just cutting a dovetail right here on the end. I did that on the other one as well. Get my fingers out of the way before I cut myself. And then we'll put this down with some art glitter glue as well. Fantastic. Looks so good. All right, so now we're ready to go on to this little white. This is what is going to hold our sentiment. This time I did pull out my ruler, and I'm just making marks around here. This is the lightest yellow. Now this actually called for gold yellow blend marker, but like I keep saying throughout all these videos, I do not have the gold yellow blend, or cannot find it if I do have it. So I'm using the light yellow blend. And this is where you're really going to be able to see the difference between this marker color and the color of the Sundance ink. On this specific card, it probably would have been a lot better for me to, well, I know it would have been a lot better for me to have the golden one. But in this card, you're really going to be able to tell, because the yellow is going to be sitting up right against some Sundance. So we also are going to do some stamping on this. This is a little pattern. It almost looks like a woven basket pattern. We're going to use the Sundance ink and just stamp a little strip along the bottom of all of these, all 4 pieces of these. And of course, this is one of the places where you can absolutely tell, because this is Sundance and I use the light yellow. See the difference, how the Sundance is more orange and the yellow is obviously more yellow. So you can tell here, but it still doesn't look bad. I still think it looks good with that yellow. It's absolutely fine by me. On here, there's one thing you are not going to see. Before we stamp the sentiment on here, I do, right here, see the little, in the white, there's a yellow swash. I did put a yellow swash in there. It did call for that, but for some reason my camera shut off, so I didn't get that on film. We're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiments. Have a chillin' birthday. Very cute. I am using the VersaFine ink. I don't know where I got this. I picked it up quite some time ago, but this is my favorite black ink. On it, it says pigment ink for fine details, and it really is very crisp. When I color, though, I try not to get on the black ink because I've had this smudge on me. So now we're going to go ahead and stamp our drinks. Now the thing with this, we used this stamp on the very first card, and when I took it off the block, I manhandled it and totally ripped the stamp in half. So I had to kind of piece it back together, and you can tell at the bottom. You probably have to really be looking for it to tell. To be able to tell, but now that I told you, you might see it. Anyways, I do end up stamping, I do stamp all 4 of these, and then we're going to go ahead and color them. Now I have pulled out, this actually called for the golden yellow again, but because we're coloring this coconut. It looks to me like a coconut. There's a coconut. It's a coconut drink is what it looks like to me. Since we're coloring this, I didn't have that other one. I pull out the tan blend instead. I'm going to be using the dark on the inside of the cup and a little bit right here on the outside. We're going to switch to medium and go ahead and blend that out a little bit. And then we'll switch to the lightest and blend the medium and dark with the lightest. Super cute. So on some of these that are going forward, I dropped the medium and the dark color down a little bit, just to have a little bit more color. But when you see these cards in the end, you'll be able to tell the shading is a little bit different on some of these coconuts. I was just playing around with the markers. They're really fun to use, guys. I really love coloring with these. They're so much fun. So right here, like I said, this is the light blend. The tan blend, this is the lightest of. Now the instructions called for to use the yellow gold on that, but we pulled out this other marker instead. I'm going to be doing the rim in the lightest color as well. And then we're going to move on to the straw. The straw calls for the coral shades, and we're going to use the lightest. And on the straw, just every other one, I'm coloring red. On the example, they colored the whole straw red. I didn't do that. I made mine striped. Now we're going to go ahead and color our umbrella. We're going to use the lightest green from the light green blend, and then from the true blue blend, we're going to use the medium. And of course, I'm going to be doing this with all 4 of them exactly the same, or pretty much the same. And then after we finish this, we will move on to the next step. Blending that last one out. Okay, so here we're going to go ahead and pull out our tags. We're going to go ahead and glue down our sentiments on these tags. So you can see it's just centered in there. I'm not measuring anything. I'm just putting I'm just going to put adhesive on them and put them down. Not measuring at all. I don't know if you noticed this. Measuring is not my favorite thing. I do it sometimes when I have to, but a lot of times I am just eyeballing. These are handmade cards, guys. They are not supposed to be perfect. Even though they really are perfect. They're perfect. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and attach our card to our front right here. We're going to need to use a little bit of that art glitter glue again. I'm going to stick it down wonky just like it is in the example. You can see over to the right, you can see it a little bit. And then I'm going to take my little zip strips that I cut too big. I'm going to cut them in half because that's how they were supposed to be. They're supposed to be 1/4 inch. When I go and put them down like this, they seem quite long to me. So I might have cut the length wrong on those as well. I'm going to just go ahead and take a little bit of that length off. And then I'm going to, when I put them down, here we're cutting angles. When I put them down, I'm going to kind of layer them over each other like that. Theirs at the bottom is a lot more, there's like a bigger base at the bottom. I kind of layered mine over each other a little bit more. And then I'm also going to pull out my sequins and finish it off with a sequin right above that. Something about that line being there and there not actually being a hole, I can't handle it. So I am going to go ahead and put a large sequin down here. I'm putting this down with a glue dot. I don't know why I didn't use dark glitter glue, but it's okay. I put it down with the glue dot. It's absolutely fine. On the drink that we put down, we are going to be popping that up on some foam tape, and then we end up finishing it off with some sequins. So guys, I want to go ahead and tell you to please check the links down below. If you'd like to support my channel, you can go to beckybidding.closetomyheart.com. That is down below. I do have a few items listed down there that I enjoy or that I've used in this video. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up. I'm going to do the same thing to all these cards, not on screen, but this is what they're going to look like. The very end, I don't think I'm keeping my putting down of sequins on here because the sequins is a loose sequins mix and I pick out certain ones that I want to use, right? So it does take a little bit of time, but you guys know how to put sequins down. And if you don't, let me know. I'll be happy to go through putting a sequins down. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time.